Having trouble believing in you? Let's talk about that when I come back. Stay tuned. I'm Pamela Sylvan, the Mojo Maker, back again with another hot Mojo tip. I'm a publicist and a mentor helping people rise above to their occasion, share their message boldly and confidently, and rise above their crowd so their tribe, clients, and customers can find them in abundance. Well, today let's talk about belief, especially the belief that you need to have within yourself to get anything done. You know, I work with clients that they have their product, they have all that they need, they have their websites, they have their business cards, they have everything they need, and they still don't have or are still not on point with the belief in self. And I know I've done other videos on this topic, but anything important deserves a continuous conversation about it, said different ways across many times in order for you to get it, because it's really, really important. And I said really too many times, but it's very important that you understand the type of belief that spirals up greatness. And the type of belief I'm talking about is the belief in yourself, not the belief in copying that other people are already doing or already sounding like, or even the words that other people are coming up with. But do you truly believe in yourself enough to journey out into the world being yourself, exposing yourself, not literally exposing yourself through unclothing yourself, but taking off the mask in a way that says, this is who I am. I might have a lisp, like I sometimes do. I might forget my words. I may not be the smartest bulb on the tree. I may not have the best video production or any of these things, but I so believe in the message that I have that in spite of all of those things not being perfect, here I am anyway. And this is the type of belief that I'm here to talk to you about today. Many of you are waiting until it's perfect. Now, I'm not quite sure what perfect is supposed to be, but if you're talking about Hollywood grade or Hollywood class production for any of your social spaces, your media, your blogs, anything, well, that's fine. If you have the money and the wherewithal to do that, that's fine. But even before you get to that place and ability, it's about standing up. Many people have the wherewithal and the money and are still not believing in themselves enough to get up and do what they have to do. Now, my messages are basically focused in on the type of clients that I work with to get their message out into the world through PR, through media, through writing and engagement and audience attraction and so forth. But it's the same for everybody doing anything out there in the world, is that trying to get yourself in a place of believing. So how can you start doing that? Now, we don't have enough time on this video to talk about it in depth, but how can you start diving into the belief in which I'm talking about, in which you can really start to move mountains? Well, you know what? The first one is to just do it. I started believing in myself before I started to truly believe in myself. And every day I get up and start doing something and putting myself out there, it was painful. Sometimes I even cried because I felt so foolish for having said something on camera or written something and pressed the publish button or showed up at an event and didn't quite have my act together. But it's practice. People are waiting for perfection. You cannot wait for perfection. Let people see you in your imperfection and stumbling through, because they believe, your tribe believes, that they have to be as wonderful as you to get their dream across. No, they don't have to be wonderful like anything. They have to be wonderful like them. And if you allow people to see that vulnerable side of you, that after you've done your performance, you can go back home and pick up the phone and cry to your best friend or your best girl or your best guy or whatever and say, man, I messed it up, but I did it anyway. So go when you don't feel like it. Stand up when you're not quite ready to feel as if you've got it, because you kind of stumble through. When I look at comedians taking the stage for the first time, they're playing to half empty bars and things like that, and no one's really paying attention to them, but they're doing it anyway. Practice your craft while no one's really looking. I'm here doing my thing, and there are not a lot of people looking at this point in time, but it doesn't matter. I'm practicing getting it out onto the outside of me. So when there are tons of people, or maybe there may never be tons of people, it doesn't matter. It matters that I keep showing up every day. So show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. And that's another thing, feeling like it. We are dealing with our emotions to get this thing done. Sometimes the fear involved is unreasonable, and we're trying to tackle it in a reasonable fashion. We're feeling afraid, so we want to try and not feel afraid before we do it. No. You have to feel afraid because it's going to happen anyway. You can't rationalize your fear away. You can't think your fear away. Fear is part of the equation of spiraling up that goal of yours. You're going to feel afraid, point blank. I can't help you. If there's somebody saying that they can help you stop being afraid, you've got to go talk to them. I'm telling you, you're going to feel afraid when you're going to do anything important. Know that. Be prepared for that. Get past the feeling in your head. Your head will know that, hey, Pamela, you're going to be afraid, but in order for you to be on the other side of fear, get the thing done, do it, walk through it, and the fear begins to lessen. So in spite of how I feel, my thinking comes online and says a different story. So I have to start working with the thoughts that I share with myself as opposed to the feelings that I share with myself. Up until this point, many of us are feeling our way through this and not feeling good about it. We're going to stop feeling afraid. We want to stop feeling foolish. We want to stop feeling small. We want to stop feeling as if we're good enough. Okay? Or we want to start feeling good enough. I think I said that backwards. It's never going to happen. Start where you are. Practice. This is about practice. Every day, get up. Even if you do videos and you don't share it with anybody, press the button. Talk. Play it back. How did you do? Write a blog post. How did you do? Go out and offer your services, speaking services to the local community. How did you do? Okay? Practice, practice, practice. If you need to find me, I'm someone that helps people package what they do and make it all about them. Make it uniquely them. We work out the messages. We fine-tune things. We work through the fear and get it done anyway. Because no matter what level you're tracking at, you might be going to your 6th level or 7th level figure. There's a new devil waiting to run you down and scare the hell out of you. Okay? It doesn't change. The only thing that changes is your willingness to step up and say, in spite of all this, I'm here and I'm getting it done anyway. And I'm being uniquely me in the getting it done. Okay? So let today be that day that you take your next level belief and put it into action that I know that you can. Okay? I'm Pamela Sylvan, the Mojo Maker, here with another hot Mojo tip. I invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I also invite you to there's a link down here that will take you to 7 potent power strategy that will help catapult you past the crowd. And of course, I can always be found on my blog at www.pamelasilvan.com. So go out there with your big, big belief of self and captivate the world. Bye-bye.